Good morning, students. Today we will understand one very important property related to gravitation, that is escape velocity. So, we will have the introduction about escape velocity, then we'll derive a formula for it so that we know that on what factors it depends, and some related facts and questions we will understand in this presentation. So, till now we have been studying about gravitational property, that whatever object is thrown away from Earth's surface, that means if we throw any object upward in the sky, then it always returns back to Earth. Even if we try with some greater velocity, then also after achieving a greater height, this object is surely going to come back to Earth. Now, we have to send any object out of Earth, then we want a much greater velocity. So the meaning is that the field which is responsible to bring back the objects to the Earth, that field is called gravitational field of Earth. So in case if the object is thrown with a great velocity, so that it escapes the gravitational field of the Earth once, then it will never come back to Earth. So that velocity is called escape velocity. By the name also it is clear that it escapes the gravitational field of Earth. So escape velocity is the minimum velocity with which a body is projected vertically upwards in order that it may just escape the gravitational field of Earth. So let us understand the derivation of escape velocity. The idea is that on the Earth's surface, suppose an object of mass small m is present, that means it is present at capital R distance from Earth's center. So this object which is present at the Earth's surface, it has to be thrown away from the Earth's surface. That means ideally it should be projected from Earth's surface to infinity. So this escape velocity will be achieved with the help of energy conversion. That means the work required to send the object from the Earth's surface to infinity, that much work, that much kinetic energy we should give to the object so that it will not return back to Earth. So how to get this work required to send the object from Earth's surface to infinity? For that we will take the help of gravitational potential energy formula. At any smaller distance, the gravitational potential energy is minus gmm upon small r, where capital M denotes the Earth mass and small m denotes the object's mass and small r denotes the distance between them. So if we calculate the potential energy change from capital R to infinity, so by the formula minus gmm upon small r, we have to put in place of small r for the final potential energy. Here infinite value will be substituted. So potential energy change means final potential minus initial potential energy. Final means infinite we have to put, and initially where the object was. So initially the object was at capital R distance from the Earth's surface. So we have to put here capital R. Now you know that anything divided by infinite is 0. So this term is becoming 0. Minus minus plus. So gmm upon capital R is left on the one side of the equation. Now this potential energy change from capital R to infinite is actually the work required to send the object from capital R to infinite. So this much work or this much potential energy change value we have to give the object as kinetic energy. So the object to be thrown away is of the mass small m. So kinetic energy formula of this object will become half of small m v square. We have to equate it. Small m will get cancelled. This way the velocity which we have to give to this object, that velocity answer we are getting 2 gm upon r. 2 gm upon r. So finally if we write this velocity, that means escape velocity without a square, it will be root of 2 gm upon r. That means we have obtained the first formula of escape velocity. So you can see that according to this formula, small m is not appearing in the escape velocity formula. That means whatever is the mass of the object to be thrown away from the Earth's surface, the escape velocity will remain the same. Whether a very heavy object is to be thrown from Earth's surface or any lighter object is thrown from the Earth's surface, the velocity to escape, that means escape velocity, that means the object, so that object does not return back to Earth, that velocity is always the same. So this velocity depends upon what factors? You can see it is depending upon 2 capital G m upon r. Capital M and capital R are the mass and radius of Earth. So that means the velocity escape depends upon mass and radius of the planet from which we are throwing the object. Okay, so this is the formula in terms of capital G. In the same way, we can obtain the formula of escape velocity in terms of small g. As we know, small g and capital G are always related by the formula small g equal to capital Gm upon r square. So capital Gm can be written as cross multiplication, so small g r square. So whenever you get any formula in terms of capital Gm, you can always replace capital Gm by small g r square. So small g r square we can replace here. Finally 1 r will get cancelled and 2 g r will be left. So this way second formula of escape velocity is root of 2 small g r. Here also you can see that escape velocity is depending upon the data of planet. Small g for every planet is different and capital R also for every planet is different. That means escape velocity varies from planet to planet. We can obtain the escape velocity formula in terms of density of Earth. So some of the times we will be having the questions in terms of densities. So the idea is that density formula you already know as mass upon volume. So mass of Earth can be replaced as density into volume. So suppose we write rho, this term we read as rho. So rho is the mean density of Earth. So mass can be written as density into volume. So density rho into volume of Earth. Now Earth is a sphere. So Earth's volume can be written as 4 by 3 pi r cube. So mass will be volume into density. Now we know that our formula of escape velocity, which we just now obtained, that is root of 2 g m upon capital R. So in place of that m, we are replacing 4 by 3 pi r cube rho. This way if we simplify it, we are getting 8 pi rho g r square by 3. So you can see that escape velocity depends upon the density, that means root of density of the planet. So capital G is constant, 3 constant, 8 pi constant, that means rho r square will always come together. If we write in terms of rho, the formula of escape velocity, rho r square will be always together. This way, let us conclude the facts about escape velocities which we have understood just now. First of all, you have seen that in the escape velocity formula, any angle was not appearing. That means the escape velocity does not depend on the angle of projection from the Earth's surface. Okay, so escape velocity does not depend upon angle of projection. Then the second fact is that escape velocity depends on the mass and radius of the planet from the surface from which the body is projected. So you can see that VE formula was root of 2 gm upon r, that capital G formula. So on the capital M and capital R, the escape velocity depends. So the value of escape velocity is different for different planets. Like we can obtain the escape velocities for different planets. Like first question is about Earth. So find the velocity of escape at Earth given its radius and value of small g. Okay, now since the escape velocity formula in terms of small g is root 2 gr, so root 2 g value 9.8, r is 6.4 into 10 raised to power 6. If we substitute all these values, then the escape velocity answer comes for the Earth 11.2 into 10 raised to power 3 meter per second. Because all the values we have put in SI units, so meter per second is the answer. But 10 raised to power 3 meter can also be called as 1 kilometer. So 11.2 kilometer per second. Now notice that this 11.2 kilometer per second is a very large velocity. We generally drive our vehicles in the velocities kilometer per hour, like 80 kilometer per hour, 60 kilometer per hour. So that velocities are in kilometer per hour. And here the velocity is in kilometer per second. So this velocity is a very huge velocity. In a same manner, let us calculate the escape velocity from moon surface. So the values are: moon is a sphere of radius this, mass this. So when mass and radius of the planet or satellite is given, then this formula will be used for escape calculation. So VE escape velocity formula is root of 2 capital GM upon R. Put the values. 2 capital G is all the time constant, as we have discussed before. It is universal constant. So 6.67 into 10 raised to power minus 11. M mass of the moon, R radius of the moon. After substituting, we are getting this answer in kilometer per second. So 2.3 or 2.4 approximately is the answer for moon's escape velocity. Okay, like we calculated the escape velocities from Earth's surface and from moon surface, in the same manner, using the data, that means the mass and radius of different planets, we can calculate the escape velocities. So since the escape velocity depends upon mass and radius of planet, and mass and radius of all the planets are different, so escape velocities will also be different. So these are the escape velocities from different surfaces. You can notice moon we calculated just now 2.3 kilometer per second, for Earth 11.2 kilometer per second, for Jupiter 60 kilometer per second, and in the same manner these are the values. Now based on these escape velocities calculations, we have one very important question related to atmosphere. The planet will have atmosphere or will not have. Like the question is, moon has no atmosphere but Jupiter has. So moon has no atmosphere and Jupiter has the atmosphere. So idea is related to escape velocity value. Atmosphere means what? Atmosphere means the air molecules or atmosphere molecules. Now, atmosphere means the gases, and gas molecules are generally moving. So, when they are moving, their velocities we can call root mean square velocity. They are moving here and there randomly. So, their root mean square velocities, that means in short RMS velocities, if they are moving with RMS velocities which are less than escape, like if the escape velocity is 10 and they are moving with 7 meter per second. So if the generally moving velocity is less than escape, so they will remain connected with the atmosphere. So that planet will have atmosphere. So we can read a planet will have atmosphere if RMS velocity of the atmospheric molecules is less than escape velocity for the given planet. That is why moon has no atmosphere, because you can see that from the moon escape velocity is only 2.3 km per second. That means there the air molecules are already moving with a velocity greater than this. So if they are already having a velocity greater than this, so they will always escape the moon surface. So they will not present on the earth surface, moon surface. So this way we can compare it for Jupiter also. Jupiter has the escape velocity 60 according to its mass and radius value. So velocity is 60 km per second. Now 60 km per second achieving is a big deal. There at the Jupiter, the air molecules are moving with velocities which can never become greater than 60. So they will remain attached with the Jupiter surface. That's why Jupiter is having a thick atmosphere. Okay, after having the idea about escape velocity, recall the formulas first in terms of capital G, in terms of small g, and in terms of density. 3 formulas are there. Based on these formulas, now try to solve these questions.